everyone, and welcome to the Emily Pearl Show live on this Friday night from Memphis, Tennessee. Thank you for being with me and my co host. And we're going to be very short tonight. So that's why we're so happy to say happy Friday. We probably won't be but about 30, 35 minutes. How about that? So let's start bringing them in. I'm not going to waste any time. Let's get the show started. We're going to start with the co-host of the most, Simple Marie Presley. How you, Simple? How's it going?
Hi.
All right, let's bring in the heartbeat of the South, none other than Tim Harrington, and not the Tim Harrington that's in jail.
No, not
We have
him.
no relation to that man. We do
No,
not
no,
know
no,
him.
no relation. No relation.
Okay, just make that clear. I hadn't done it in a while, so I just
I
wanted to
know,
make
right?
sure. I
Yeah.
wanted to make sure again that I got that out so they would know. So,
Yeah.
hello everyone, and welcome to the show. Please hit the like buttons, the love buttons. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel, TEPS Productions, and subscribe to our to uh YouTube channel. All right, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We thank those of you who have come in on time. We're not gonna keep you long this tonight. I know we went over our schedule time. What was that? That was last night on our politics show. We had such a dynamic and different format of politics show
We did.
that we just kind of got carried away into what we were talking about, and so we went over our time, but no problem. Looks like we got around 72 of you in the studio. I'm gonna post you in right now. Give you your props. 73. Let's see what came up. Only the live 54. We've been live 54 seconds. I couldn't get to 73 watching it though. That's not showing. It's not letting me paste it tonight. Okay, there we go. I think I got it now this time. I want to give y'all props because I know some of y'all can't get into the chat column, and I don't know why that is. But there it goes. And we're gonna put y'all on the screen. Those of you who are watching, okay, we're live. 3 minutes and 21 seconds now, with 73 of you watching. Thank you so very much. Okay, so crew, what y'all been doing this week? Let's start with Hot Beat of the South, Tim.
Yeah. Not a whole lot. Yeah, just pretty much hanging around the house, watching TV. That's
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. I know I've been stuck on it myself. I
Yeah.
have done a couple of side projects, just a little bit, about an hour or two a day. And this weekend I'll be taking it easy. But you and I did get out and enjoy. Got some of that vitamin D sunlight. What was that? Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday, didn't we? Yeah, we had to do a little reorganization of
Yeah.
of the yard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Simple, what you been doing? Oh,
Well,
wait, by the way, how did the filming go? You're supposed to do a film at Elvis Presley Mansion, right?
that was canceled. That that wasn't this week. I did something. I went to the grand opening of Aldi's grocery store.
No, no, no. I'm talking about last month. You said you were auditioning for a movie.
Yeah,
You and Richard, and it was supposed to have occurred on the 10th yesterday, wasn't it, or the 7th?
we didn't get. I don't know if that was postponed or what, but we did not get in that movie. We did a couple of other things for Lisa Lax.
Oh, okay. All right, then.
Extras in another movie, and then I did something else for her.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations on that.
Yeah, we,
Uh,
we made a few dollars. Had fun.
okay. So, what was it about all these? You had told us last week about that grand opening on
Yeah,
Union.
I went as the pothole lady, and that gave me an opportunity to, promote my character. And everybody loved my rap song I did for Aldi, and I'm gonna retape it. Some people taped me, but it didn't do the whole poem. So me and Richard, I think Wednesday is gonna run around doing some stuff, and I'm gonna take the pothole lady back to Aldi and record the entire rap. So I got a $10 gift card, and so I spent that on groceries. And they had the ribbon cutting ceremony, and downtown commission was there. It was just a wonderful festivities, giveaways, and then I put my name in the pot for a $500 gift card. So they'll be drawing that next week sometime, supposedly. So that wraps up Aldi.
Okay.
A lot
Well,
of
all
fun.
right. Yeah. Okay. Well, a lot of people were a lot of people there at the grand opening.
I said a couple hundred.
That's a lot at one time, right?
Yeah, 8:30 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, that's a pretty good crowd for and to be in one place. 200 people
And
in
then
one
when they opened
store.
the store,
Oh, that means crowded.
yeah, the big crowd was pushing their shopping basket, filling it full of groceries, so they made money.
Okay,
So
good.
that's one thing I did. Then when it's time for my segment, I tell you about Live Good.
Well, all these have cheap prices, cheaper prices.
Yeah,
I'm
they,
about to fall out with Kroger because Kroger's really getting too high for me.
yeah, and like Kroger's ice cream might be $4 or $5,
Hmm
and they don't have a big variety of ice cream at Aldi, but it's $2.25 for a
Yeah,
carton.
yeah, half price pretty much. And a lot of us gonna have to start eating off brand, generic food
And
for
they got
for the prices that we can afford, right?
a nice selection. It's not huge, but it's good to run in and get a few things. Then they have an aisle of merchandise. It could be throw rugs, lamps, candles, or whatever.
Hmm Yeah, I've shopped all this down through the years, and I also order from them now through my Instacart online. There's some items that I like to get from Aldi's that I can't get anywhere else, and I
Yeah.
like that about them. Yeah.
Well, I like it's 20-minute walking distance for me.
Well, congratulations. That's pretty good exercise. So we just kind of do. Well, hi, Sandra. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the 102 of you now that's in the studio. Sandra, thanks for tuning in.
Hey, Sandra.
Sandra's already subscribed. Sandra already does her likes and loves. So you guys
Jen,
out there, hit the like button, hit the love buttons. Subscribe to our TEPES Productions YouTube channel on YouTube. That's TEPES Productions on YouTube. The TEPS is an acronym for the Emily Pearl Show. So, if you happen to forget those letters, just say the Emily Pearl Show and take the first alphabet letter of each word, and you have TEPS Productions
you sure
on our
do.
you on our YouTube channel.
I like
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna take a break. Come back. We're gonna do some potpourri. That means that I'm gonna talk about something off the top of my head. Tim's going to talk about something off the top of his head. Sybil's going to talk about something off the top of her head. So
And
y'all take
hi,
turns.
Jenny.
Jenny's in. Oh yeah, there's Jen. Hi Jen.
No,
Thanks so
Jen.
much for tuning in, Jen. Okay, so we're gonna take our Omaha Steak break. I love that commercial. And Sybil, I want to congratulate you before we go to break on 1 year celebration of your life insurance policy. That
One,
that year, that year went by fast, didn't it?
yeah, I got all kind of celebrations going on tonight. But
You signed up last year, April 4th, for your life insurance policy, and because that particular company had a special going on, you were also able to pick up a accident, dismemberment, and death policy for the same amount along with it for absolutely less than $1.
isn't
So
it? I'm so excited, and I still want to try to invite my friends to sign up with you because you are a wonderful insurance lady as well as a friend, and they can't go wrong with your insurance company.
Well, thank you so much. And I have some commercials. I got to redo my commercials. That's why I have not been playing them because I want to change the phone number on the ads, and I haven't done that yet. So once I get my phone number changed, then I will play them through the studio. So right now we're gonna do our famous one that I like to get my musical juices flowing and get the boogie in me, and that's my Omaha Steak music commercial. I love it. Yay! Tim, you think Mama can do some boots on the ground with that music?
I'm sure you can.
That
I
is
got.
so peppy.
You know what? I have got to find me a YouTube video of that new dance, boots on the ground, because I might just have to learn how to do that in slow motion. Because I might not. I hope it's not fast movements. Have you seen it in person yet, Tim?
What's the name?
Yeah, I seen it. It's not that fast.
What
Okay.
is it? What?
It's
Tell him, Tim.
a new
Tell us
dance
all
that's
about
out.
it.
Huh?
Boots on the
Tell
ground.
Tim.
I,
Hold on, simply trying to tell you. Just stop saying huh and listening.
It is a
Tim, you have the floor. Start from how it got created or whatever, and tell her what it is.
okay. It's a new dance that went viral and has been going viral. I don't know where it originated from, but it was somewhere down close to the country or in the country. So, um, yeah, I guess when you put it all together, it's not hard.
Mhm.
But looking at it, you just got some steps and a couple of twirls. Um, yeah, yeah. But the thing about it is, it just came out of nowhere. I don't know where it came with, but apparently they had been doing it a long time.
Yeah, and when you told me about it, I asked you, do you think that it came? Because you told me it was kind of like country western slide dancing or what have you. And I asked you if you thought maybe it had come from Beyonce's country album that she put out last year.
No, I don't think it had anything to do with her because I haven't seen her mentioned or associated with it. I think this was something that came out of the communities,
Hmm.
um, and it's possibilities some of the steps could be taken from uh, countries dancing.
Country western,
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
dancing.
what is it?
It's
what
called.
is it?
Name of the song?
Boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground.
I got my boots on the ground.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good place to have them.
So is it actually a song or it's just a dance?
It's the actual song.
I'll
The
ask you.
dance, the dance stemmed from the song.
I got you. So
Is
do,
it
do you
YouTube?
know do you know who sings that song, Tim?
No, but if you put it in, it's gonna pop right up because it's been going viral. It's been viral for the past weeks.
Okay, so Sybil is trying to write it down,
Yeah,
and it's called. Sybil, he said, "I got my boots on the ground,
yeah, or my boots on the ground.
or my boots on the ground."
YouTube?
Either one should pop up because it's been
Where?
viral for
Where
weeks.
though? YouTube?
Yeah.
All right, you got all the information, Sybil.
I wrote it down.
Good. All right, sis. All right then. So, I'm going to share a picture with you. We're going to let Sybil start off because I kind of have an idea of what she wants to talk about tonight. Let me open this first. Um, I have a picture that Jen sent me. Hold on one second. Let me get this picture open. Jen, I'm gonna open this picture that you sent me for Sybil. I thought it was a video, but it's just an image. It's just a picture, and I'm gonna share it as soon as I can get it to pop up. But Sybil, I'll let you go ahead and start while it's coming up. I know you want to talk about the oh, looks like Jen found the my boots on the ground. Did you find is that the my boots on the ground or is that live good? Oh, okay. So I know Sybil is gonna start talking about live good. She's got a new product to tell everybody about. Okay. Okay, Sybil, go ahead.
Well, what I want to tell you is I'm wearing silver tonight for a special occasion. I'm happy to announce that me and Emily and me are partners, in Live Good. It's organic, all natural health products. And I want to invite you to go to Presley, number four, health.com and read all about what we're doing. But in the affiliate business side of this company, when you sign up to affiliates, you become bronze. So today we moved up the ladder and we are now silver. So that's why I'm wearing silver, and I want to congratulate both of you. It has
Yay!
more benefits, and our friend and pastor Eric Patton joined our team under Charlene, and
Okay.
and we are growing. And then another wonderful lady named Connie joined us, and she lives in Texas, and she visits her family here in Memphis, where I went out to meet them and gave them a small presentation. She joined us. So that's the good news on that. And just once again, go to Presley, number four, health.com. And we'd love to have you as a customer or an affiliate if you desire to earn money on the side. And I also like that whipped tallow balm. That's our newest product that I'm excited about. I've been putting it on my face, I guess, for about a week, and I have noticed that my face looks more moisturized, and it's starting to look better. So we can't do anything about getting older, but we can have it in our control not to look getting older. So I enjoy that whipped tallow balm. It's good for eczema and psoriasis as well. And I just love it on my skin. That's the best feeling cream. It just glides over, and I just love it. So that's what I got to say. And y'all check out our website because that's a great way of showing that you love us and the show and everything. And enjoy radiant health and beauty. We have other skincare products. So that's what I have to say about that.
So let me ask you this because this is a different website that I'm hearing you say.
Well, it's
What happened to the
oh, it
www.livegood.com/Silver Presley?
it's still there, but this is also a domain name that takes you right to that longer website. It's easier to remember.
Oh, okay.
It-
So give it to me again, and I'll type it in. Then I didn't want to type it until you clarified it for me.
right, it's a domain name.
Okay, it's what
EY
PRESLEY.
Presley. Number
Mhm.
4,
Mhm.
health, HEALTH.com. You know,
Oh,
it,
okay.
it makes it short and sweet.
I got you.
And,
I got you.
and so I got that, and it's just easier for people to
Thank you,
remember.
Jen. Jen got that in. Jen is a fast typer. I
Oh,
typed it in, mine just not coming up.
yeah, I've got one. I poke one at a time, one little letter
I'm
at a
gonna
time.
let Jen stay up there though. I'm gonna let her stay because I know she typed hers right. I'm gonna make sure that I have mine right. Thank you so much, Jen. Okay, so several we showed a video of you last week. No, week before last. Did we have a guest last week?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, so this was week before last.
And
So
methylene blue.
yeah, so let me stop sharing that and then we're
I
gonna switch
started
you on
taking
over
that.
to
I
this.
started that today.
All right, so I'll show you a commercial and then you can tell everybody about it.
Methylene blue. Methylene blue is so good for you.
Okay. And you know what? I'm glad that that's a shorter one.
And say that
Uh,
again.
yeah, that I mean that was it was another one I played.
Yeah,
It
with
was
it, you dancing at the ocean.
with the blue moon. But
Yeah.
what happened with your commercials is that you've got copyrighted music to them,
Okay.
and so they were blocked out
On your
uh, uh,
show.
on my show from some countries because they don't allow copyrighted
Oh yeah,
movies.
they said that, but the United States it plays it pretty well. I've shared the video all over Facebook
Yeah,
with my.
so next time you do your video, though,
I,
just try to because you don't ever know when they're gonna decide to remove them because they do have copyrights. The people that own it can complain, and then they can then make them take it off. So just try to use some free music like
yeah,
I do on my commercials,
I sure
so
will.
that you don't ever have to worry about the platforms pulling your videos. Okay.
Well, that makes sense to me, and thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, because I played two of them. One was Blue Moon and your tax commercial, money, 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 money. And I got a notification from Facebook explaining to me that the the video part, those few seconds that it was played, was not shown in some countries.
Well, you know what? There's plenty of wonderful domain musics out there.
Of course, yeah.
Tons of stuff. I
Yeah,
hope.
I've always used free music. All of my music in my movie was free music, and you find people that will donate you free music, their own free
Yeah.
music. And my movie, all of my movie, all the music in my movie came from actual people who contributed their free music to the movie. So they're out there. You just have to go to those websites, and they'll be happy to do it for free.
I sure will.
Alright, I'm just telling you so that you know you can the stuff can stay up there because as you know our movie is still going strong
It is.
all over the world and even Russia has it now. So that's we had those fans that came in from Russia three
Hmm.
weeks back into the show and everything. So they know about it. It's in Russia now. So say, hey, I don't know how to speak Russian. I don't even know how to say hello in Russian,
I don't either.
I can wave my hand to Russians. Thank y'all for y'all support. Share that movie over there and watch it. So the movie is translated into like, oh God, some 120 something languages. So it's pretty
Wow.
good. Yeah. And so it's playing out everywhere, everywhere. We thank y'all for your support. All right, so Tim,
Yes.
you're in the spotlight. I
Yeah,
thought you was good, didn't I?
Yeah.
and then come back to me because I have one other item.
I
Well, wait. I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
This is kind of funny. Uh, when I dressed up the pothole lady and walked 20 minutes to Ollie's, it was fine. But after that, I was going to walk over to the Subway and get me a sandwich. And my poor little old Mary Jane feet was just aching with every step. I took my shoes off, and that made it worse walking on that uh, gritty old sidewalk and stuff. And I thought, how in the world am I going to get home? I can't wear my shoes, neither can I walk barefooted. Lo and behold, I walked past this park. I had my feet was protected with the little nylon footies. Lo and behold, somebody had dumped a pair of tennis shoes by the side of the road. I took my shoes off, put them on, and trotted myself home.
Well, I hope you don't catch athlete feet.
No, I had protection. Then I took
No,
shoes.
that's nylon stockings ain't enough to protect from getting a disease, foot disease, and they might have been in those tennis shoes.
I'm fine so far.
Well, yeah, we think you are, and hopefully you are, but sometimes it takes a minute for it to sit in. But that was
I'll get rid of
I
it.
got to get on you. That was not a wise thing to do.
I had to get.
You probably should have just called you an Uber to pick you
Well,
up and take you around the block.
I called Gary, but anyway, I had a wonderful weekend.
Please don't put other folks' stranded clothes on your body anymore. That's just nasty. Don't do that anymore, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Now let's go to Tim.
Put yourself in too much down. She want to come to you now, and now I'm getting on her. Not her hygienic habits.
um
Okay, you're in the spotlight, Tim.
okay. I started noticing things a couple of weeks ago, and let me explain what I mean. I saw a lady putting air in her own tire. I see all ladies pumping their own gas, and I've seen women going to the auto parts store, right? So I'm looking at all these things and I'm saying, something is not right. In my generation, what we did, we would pump the gas. Anything that needed to be fixed on the car, we would fix the car. In the air that needed to be, we had those things that we did, and it was just automatic.
Right,
But what I am seeing now is telling me that those households are not together as they used to be.
right.
Um,
That's true.
because
So
I
are
know
you
time.
saying that you see the men with the women in the car, but the woman is pumping the gas?
No, 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 no. I'm talking about men that's not even there,
Oh yeah, okay. So I see
right?
what you're saying. You're saying that the women normally back okay, the way that you were raised
Yeah,
and the way that I was raised
right.
was that our husbands or boyfriends
Uh huh.
would drive the car to the gas station and make sure the car was filled up for
Uh
us,
huh.
whereas we women didn't have to go
Right.
to pump the gas. I got you. Go ahead, babe.
Right. Yeah, amongst other things, taking the car to get washed, taking the car to get checked out.
Mm-hmm.
But what society is showing is not that anymore.
Mm-mm.
Um, and I don't know why it didn't dawn on me sooner, but like I say, I have been seeing things over a couple of weeks. Um, and that's not good. That's not good at all. You got, that's what they called was a independent stage. That Beyonce came out with a song called "Independent," was basically saying that they don't need no man for anything. They can do it themselves without a man. But what I'm seeing now is the effect that it's had on the households. Uh, Either no man is at home or it's no boyfriends.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you when you think about the generations to come, what would that even look like? You know,
Yeah, yeah.
I looked at some statistics. People in my generation are not getting married too much anymore.
Well, they don't believe in that too much.
Now they don't believe in that too much. Some of the men's reasoning was because uh, the man gets the short end of the stick anytime there's a divorce going on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you have these. It's nothing wrong with being an independent and strong woman, but a lot of these women nowadays are not living in their femininity. They're
That's
living in
true.
their masculinity.
But you're right about that. Yeah, you can't wear the pants of the house and be a wife too.
Mm-hmm.
On this
Mm-hmm.
blocking you. Let me move you up here. Okay. Now you can't be want to be the boss. Uh, and wear the pants
Yeah.
and be a feminine wife too. It's
Right.
just it just doesn't mix. It's like oil and water.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you add on top of um, the foul tongues. You know, I heard a woman like I said the other week, she was going off on somebody, but the things that were coming out of her mouth would never come out of a lady's mouth. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. These women curse worse than men nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't understand it. I'm not gonna disclose a name, but I was actually talking to somebody that I used to work with on yesterday because I seen a post that they were in the hospital, and I just called to check on them.
Mm-hmm.
And they kept me on the phone first of all for an hour and a half. Y'all know I do not like to talk on the telephone, right?
Yeah.
So all through that conversation, at least a half a dozen times or more, they use a couple of curse words. And I'm like, when did this person ever start cursing?
Yeah.
You just can't let what other people do just because it's on the TV and and they do it. It's
Yeah.
okay. You don't start doing that. It's
That's what they're
okay every
doing.
now and then.
Right.
Because a lot of people have always said Hell, is not a word because it's in the Bible. Many people have
Mm-hmm.
always said that.
Mm-hmm.
And for years, people have always said DAMN is not a word because, you know,
Mm-hmm.
God will
Yeah.
damn the people. They say the people were damned, it's in the Bible. So,
Right.
those couple of words, yeah, you can get by with that. But some of that harsh cussing, man, I tell you.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've heard women on more than one occasion that was the things were so vulgar coming out of their mouth. I had to turn around and look, and I'm an ex sailor,
Yeah,
you
say I
know,
had to turn around and look at that.
because I had to know who was this vulgar language coming from this woman.
She say, "Yep, I've been a single mom since 1963." She said
It's
herself.
83, Mom.
83. Okay, thanks. Yeah, my mama don't have
Yeah,
glasses on.
right.
Yeah,
So it
yeah,
takes
but
a lot to even shock me because I was a sailor.
you would say, you done heard some cursing,
I
right?
done heard some cursing, some real good cursing, all around the world cussing.
Uh,
But
but
I was flabbergasted.
and you can't blame a decent man for not wanting a woman like that.
Absolutely not. With that mouth of yours, oh my goodness. I don't
Yeah,
know what's worse. You know, that's just a dead turn or give a turn off automatically. And I think I'm
for a
not the
good
one,
man, it is now. I mean,
huh?
for a good man, it is.
Yeah,
But
yeah, and
thugs, they love it.
right,
So
and it comes from like you're saying, they're watching all of this reality TV, and they're picking up all these bad habits. But we as men, we're not looking for any future wives. At some point, depending on who the person is, you rather even be alone. I mean, it's gotten just that bad, you know?
Yeah, yeah, it's really bad. That's why I say many times to myself. I'm not probably ever share this publicly, but I'm older now, but I'm glad that I'm not young, not a young lady now, because
Yeah.
it would be really, really difficult to find a good man. Um, and I would probably end up being a virgin because and men can these young boys, young men, uh, the good ones are just they've dwindled down to practically nothing
Yeah. It has.
nowadays. You know what I'm
And
saying?
they have a lot of unrealistic expectations that they're
Yeah.
getting from these TVs. I mean, from these TV shows. How can you ask a man to do something for you that you ain't never did for yourself?
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
know, and what I mean by that is asking a man to be making six figures
Mhm.
when it is that you're under the poverty line.
Mhm.
But it's supposed to be my responsibility to pay my bills as well as your bills.
Yeah.
No,
Well, now they say now back in the old day,
that was
you
different.
you you marry for rich and for poor.
Yeah, but it's no longer. They don't have that outlook anymore. The
That's
women
true.
have strictly uh what I mean by unrealistic expectations. How are you going to require me to be a six-figure man? And it's one of your requirements, right? If you cut down the percentile of men in the 100,000 to $400,000 range up to millionaires is
Mhm.
probably 8 or 9% of men in general. The average man is making about $50,000, somewhere in that range,
Well,
right?
yeah, well, you only have about 3% billionaires in the whole United States anyway.
Absolutely. So they got all of these requirements, and who's to say that normally the high powered man that is making that he doesn't want to deal with that type of woman because he has requirements too.
He's not going to even select that type of woman. He's going to select a woman that's making $1 million a year like he is.
That's the part that they're not getting.
Most of them do.
And yeah, here's an even bigger problem. Talk about women of today, the generations of women of today, younger. They want to be the boss. They want
Hmm.
to go out and work and want the man to stay at home and keep the kids. That's not a man. And then
No,
these single women will date these men that they meet. I ain't known them probably haven't known them probably more than 2 or 3 months. Will let them come and shack up in their house with their kids, small kids, girls as particular, and don't know nothing about these men. They at
mm-mm.
work all day, and the man is at home with their kids. Don't know what if that man is a pervert or not, cause
Yeah,
he gonna hide it from her.
yeah,
He don't hide it from her. He don't know. They don't know what these men are doing to their kids.
they don't.
Eh, but they want to be the one in the house and go out and work. They got it all.
Hmm.
It's twisted. It's not supposed to be that way. You know,
Yeah,
they can say, "Well, I'm not gonna be a stay at home, be no barefoot housewife and mama," but that's your job. Like, you, yeah, because being a housework and a mama is not anything that's disintegrating. That's
right.
I mean, this it's a hard. That's a harder job than actually going out sitting on somebody's job
It is.
8 or 9 hours a day.
Yeah,
Jenny said, "Yeah, our young generation just don't want to work or the important things, or even see what the important things are. Thanks to schools and technology, it's up to those who know, mostly the elderly, to stop being silent about their knowledge and teach." You are so right, Jen, on that. And it's only a few of us, Jen, that will even do that. And you know why? Because the grandmothers and the great grandmothers that are the great grandmothers and great grandmothers of these younger generations of people, they don't respect adults anymore, and they'll want to curse out the grandmother or beat up the grandmother of the great grandmother because they don't want nobody to tell them anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That they disrespect them. Yeah, they have no respect for authority. Period. You
Yeah.
know.
Well, yeah, and also, if you, I don't know if every man of my generation was taught this, um, but I was taught this, and you all made sure that I was taught this, you and my grandmother, which was how to cook as well as clean for myself and wash clothes.
That's
So I
right.
know how to do all that. I don't have to rely on a woman for really anything because I know how to my basics. You know what I mean?
That's right. Too. You right about this, true. A man needs to know how to clean his clothes, uh, cook something for to put in his feed to feed himself. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
the basic things. A
Yeah.
man needs to know that. Back in the old cowboy western time, and horse and buggy time, yeah, men didn't have to worry about cooking or washing because they had to work the fields, the crops, the
Mm-hmm.
farm, and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. Like you
Right.
say, different generation. So no, they didn't have to worry about it. But when we got into the 20th century, every male, as well as girls, because these women don't know how to cook. All
They
they want
don't
to do
know.
is run their children to the McDonald's and
Right. And
get the kiddie meals and feed them pizzas
right.
and French fries
Right.
and chicken nuggets.
So when I find out that you can't cook, that's gonna cost me more money. That means that you can't cook. Either I'm gonna be doing all the cooking and that ain't gonna work.
I know
Or
that's right here.
right. But I'm just thinking about the men that have these women that can't cook. That means that more money is going out because they have to out to eat every night.
Mm-hmm.
That's
No,
crazy.
they don't be out eating. They just buy junk food that
It's
in the store, like
it's
pizza,
crazy.
French fries, chicken nuggets, and
Yeah.
tortillas, and whatever them things, burritos in the store, and all
Yeah.
that kind of that's
All
junk
that kind of
food. That's
stuff.
why these kids are so sickly, and that's why they're so stupid because their brain is not receiving the proper nutrition.
Yeah.
Proper nutrition feeds this noggin up here, your
Yeah.
brain. If your
Yeah.
brain cannot get proper oxygen and nutrition, it doesn't function.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't.
That's why these children so dumb
Yeah.
because of the food that's going in their bodies. Now I agree. I said I wasn't gonna bring politics in tonight, but I just gonna make this one. I'm gonna make this
I
one.
know where you finna go.
I agree with Robert Kennedy Jr. about the food that the United States eat is crap. Always has been for the last 40, 50 years, and we need to start back to eating nutritious food.
Yeah.
But right now we can't because price it's priced so high. Fruit
Right.
fruit and
But
vegetables are too high right now.
but 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 this used to go back to basic elementary. I can remember being taught you are what you eat. You are what you eat.
And that is
And
the
what
truth. It hasn't changed. It's
right,
just they just stopped teaching that.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you have four, you know what I mean? It's
Right.
just
It didn't
crazy.
change. It still means the same thing
The
and
same
as it
thing.
did 40, 50 years ago as it does today. But they stopped teaching that 20
They
years
did.
ago.
They did.
See what I'm saying? They stopped
Uh-huh.
maybe 30 years ago. They
And your
just
four
stopped.
basic food groups.
They,
Mm-hmm.
if you ask a kid that question on a test, they don't know what the hell you talking
They
about.
don't know what you're
And
talking about.
I had to use the Bible word that time, y'all. We wouldn't know. No, what are the four? What are the four basic food groups? Oh,
They don't know. They ain't got a
uh,
clue.
no.
Mm, mm, mm.
Okay, y'all, that was fun.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap up the show. Simple closing remarks from you.
Well, all right. Speaking of the brain, y'all go to Presley, number 4health.com, and check out Methylene Blue. It will give you a great mood, feed your brain, and help your memory too. We had a great show. I love the
Mhm.
Emily Pro's show, world famous. And thank y'all for watching.
Oh, almost. Oh, I thought I was trying to close the tab. I was trying to show this and I closed out a tab. I was hoping I didn't close out the studio tab. Here we are. We still here, y'all.
Okay.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. So Tim, close comments.
Yeah, another successful show with great information. Can't wait to do it again. Thank y'all for watching.
All right. Good job. I always love potpourri where we can just really talk off the top of our heads, because it's so natural that way. And
Yeah.
thanks, Jen. I'm gonna put yours up there because I know you typed it correctly. uh, yeah, and potpourri's always fun because you kind of feed off each other from line to line.
Hmm.
Someone
Yeah.
might mention something I can start a whole topic with. Tim
Right.
might mention something, I may mention something, y'all can start a whole topic with. So I
And
love
you can
potpourri
just
night.
jump in there.
Yeah, and thank you, audience, so much for sticking and staying with us. There are 180 of you right now, and I know that some of y'all will come back and well, they are not here, but I know that people will come in over the weekend when they get off, on Saturday and Sunday,
Yeah.
and they will
Check
I'm
the
gonna
show
put
out.
let me give y'all shout out in the comment column and post your 108 of y'all that actually took out time to come in and join us. Okay, so I check the stats from time to time, and sometimes I go and look in on Monday morning, and I'll see that we might have another 100 that might have looked at the show over the
Right.
weekend. So y'all look at it at your own time. We don't mind. just just watch it and share it. Don't forget to like and love it, and click that subscribe button to our YouTube channel as TEPS Productions. All right. Listen, we love you all. And I'm not going to say the Pearl's closing dialogue tonight. We just kind of say a sweet good night. Good night,
All
everybody.
right.
We love y'all. Bye.
All right.